Guys, welcome back to Car Spec Garage. Today is all about the giveaway. Right here I have a set of LinerX all-weather mats for the Kia EV6 and for my Genesis GV60. Today we're going to do a review of installing these all-weather mats in both of the cars. We'll check the fit and finish of them, and so you can see if this is the right all-weather mat for you. Now, if you will stay tuned to the end of the video, we're going to have a giveaway where you can either win a set of mats for your EV6 or a set of mats for your GV60. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one. Okay guys, we're back. We're going to start on the EV6 first. So we'll start on the driver's side, go to the passenger, go to the rear seats, and then we're going to go into the back hatch and get the mat in the hatch installed as well. So let's get started. So this is pretty simple, just slide it in. You've got these hooks right here, and there's two of them, and they'll lock in place, and then you kind of slide it forward a little bit, and that should completely get it set up properly and locked in. So we'll do that, and then do that, and then you can see here, we got it locked in. So you got your tabs, they're inside here, and you know, just overall really quick, looks good, it fit right in there. There's no rubbing, there's no cutting that we have to do yet on this side. So I think we're good to go, so we'll get started on the passenger side. All right guys, now we're on the passenger side of the EV6. One of the things that's really cool that I've noticed with these LinerX mats compared to the other ones is they've got this piece here that's already formed or molded in. Usually that's a second or a third piece that you would put just right here, just in between. But the cool thing is that they have formed this with inside the mat. So let's go ahead and get the mat set up here. You can see here we've got this one locked in, so the tabs are in place. You've got the section right here that's formed in, and again, some of the other mat manufacturers that I've seen, not all of them, but some of them, that's a secondary piece that you slide in there, so which would have an opportunity of, you know, sliding out or getting misaligned. So they figured out how to do that. So there you go. So there's the passenger side, and then if I just kind of roll over here, here is the driver's side. So now we'll go to the rear seats, get that done, and then to the hatch. All right guys, we're in the rear seats of the EV6. We've got the all-weather mat here, and my trusty camera guy is helping me out, position it right, and we'll just sit it in place. And now a cool thing is you see how it goes right around the back side of the center console. It fits perfect. It fits absolutely great. I love it. I think everything, the fitment's good, and then we'll be able to bring the seats back. So you'll want to move the seats forward as far as you can just to sit them in place, and then you can bring your seats back to your normal positions and you should be good. So we'll go to the rear of the car and get to the hatch and install the mat in the hatch. All right guys, the back of the EV6, here we go. Here I've got it already installed. It's really simple. Just one little tidbit here. When you're installing this, maybe move the seats up, so if you like them recline down further, just move them up to get it in, and then recline it down, and then it'll move it'll kind of push this the back side of the mat forward a little bit to form properly. And then if you use these anchor points, here there's 4 of them, you'll want to cut out these little sections here. You'll see where you'll cut them, so you'll be able to use your little anchors. So if you're trying to maybe strap down groceries in the car or whatever the case may be. And then from there, let's just look at all of them and do a quick review of the mats in the EV6, and then we'll get over to the GV60. Stay tuned. All right, guys, just real quick, just a quick review. These mats look great. LinerX has done a great job with their 3D system, getting these things laser cut just right. So here's the driver's side, and then we'll come around to the passenger side. But as you can see, and once things heat up a little bit in the car, these will lay down a little bit nicer, and it won't be a problem at all. And then we'll come over here Same here. The seat here is back. The seat here is not. On the passenger side is not. But it completely lines up just perfect. The fit and finish of it is great. And then we'll open the rear hatch of the EV6. And again, we just talked about that. It's lined up. Remember, if you want the anchor points here, you'll just cut them out if you want them. If not, you keep them that way, and then it'll be, you know, spill proof, where if any liquids get down, it'll hold in just fine. And then, of course, on the passenger side, we just talked about that. These things line up great. As you can see, they've got it cut. It's perfect. It fit right in there. There was no bending or anything like that to try to get it to work. And then here, you can see on the passenger side, perfectly fine as well. I wouldn't expect anything other than perfection from LinerX, so we should be good to go. So now let's get on the GV60. All right, guys, we're at the GV60. Let's get the mats installed here. Driver's side first, of course, just like we did on the EV6. And we'll get them put in place, locked in place. And as you can see here, perfect, just no different than the EV6. Lines up just great. Everything's laid down. It is perfect. We'll move over to the passenger side. All right, guys, on the passenger side of the GV60, and I'll get these in place. Perfect. It'll lay down here once some heat gets into the car. Everything lines up just great, no problem. All right, on to the rears. All right, guys, we're in the rear seats of the Genesis GV60. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get these put in place and done. Perfect fit. Lays in place again. Lays in just right. Again, once the it heats up a little bit, it'll lay down better. Just a little tip: move your seats forward so you can get this thing in properly, and then you can back your seats back out, and you should be good to go. Now on to the hatch. All right, guys, last part, GV60 in the hatch. I've got the mat already in place. Same thing as the EV6, because they're almost identical type cars. Just move your seats back or forward some so you can get it in right, and then when you lay it down, it'll get the perfect crease. And then again, just like the EV6, is if you want these anchor points to be used, you can come in and cut out these sections here so you can use your anchors to hold down groceries or whatever it may be. So let's come over here, and we're going to just kind of show you again. Just you can see here, I think the fitment is perfect. I think that everything lines up just great, just the way LinerX has always been for me that I have seen in the past. Again, you've got your driver's side. I've got my seat moved back up. Everything's fine. Nothing's binding. It's really perfect. So stay tuned for just a second. I'm going to tell you how you have a chance to win a set of mats for either your GV60 or your Kia EV6. Stay tuned. And there you have it, guys. LinerX all-weather mats installed in the EV6 and in the GV60. Now, for the part that you've been waiting on, how can you win mats for either your EV6 or your GV60? Here's how you do it. We're going to open up the giveaway for 2 weeks. So subscribe to the channel. That's how you're going to win it. We're not going to hit a certain limit on the subscriptions and then pick the person that was the 1,000th subscriber or whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to give 2 weeks worth of everybody to subscribe to the channel, and then we're going to have a random drawing, and then I will get in touch with you to get your shipping address, and we'll have LinerX drop ship you your set of mats for either your EV6 or your GV60. I really appreciate you watching the video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps out for us to build this channel up for you, the electric car owner or just the automotive enthusiast. So stay tuned for the drawing. 2 weeks. Subscribe. We'll pick us a random subscriber in after 2 weeks is up, and we'll see you in the next video.